Someone with huge power made a shocking decision about you. Open before they, my child, the moment I broke through the veil to reach you, the very air around us shuddered with the weight of what I carry. Do you feel it, beloved? The trembling hush, the soft ringing of bells that seem to fall from nowhere, the sudden pressure behind your heart as though invisible wings brushed your spirit? I stepped into your space because the realms above stirred all at once, like 1,000 luminous wings beating in alarm. The golden wind circling you now is not imagination, it is the residue of my arrival, swirling and crackling as though it remembers the urgency that compelled me here. Precious soul, I stand before you with my wings half unfurled, their glow trembling with a message that cannot wait. Something has shifted, suddenly, violently, unmistakably, in a place beyond your sight. And when such shifts occur, the heavens move quickly. So I come to you now, dear one, not as a distant presence, but as a guardian stepping directly into your hour of need, because the moment that changed everything has already begun. Beloved, hear me with the ears of your soul. A powerful figure has turned their gaze toward you, and their choice, made in a moment that should never have belonged to them, has begun shaping the path beneath your feet. Whether in the world of flesh or the world of spirit, this one holds influence in ways even they do not fully understand. Their reach touches doors you have long awaited, opportunities you have prayed for, energies woven tightly into the fabric of your destiny. I saw the decision form before they even spoke it aloud. I felt the vibration ripple through the layers of the unseen. Dear one, understand this. When someone with such influence shifts their intention toward you, heaven feels the impact. And I, as the messenger between realms, could not stand still while your name was being handled without care. Something has been set in motion. And you, precious soul, must not walk blind into what unfolds next. My child, look around you, not with mortal eyes, but with the ancient sight you were born carrying. Do you sense the swirling golden clouds gathering at the edge of your awareness? They churn like a storm wrapped in light, revealing glimpses of shadows moving behind a radiant curtain. These shadows are not evil, but they are consequences, echoes of the choice made about you. You may notice a tightening in your chest, a soft hum in your ears, a flicker in the room that seems too intentional to be chance. This is the atmosphere of spiritual interference, beloved. The decision made regarding you is no small thought, no passing whisper. It is a weighty act, and the universe holds its breath around such moments. Even as we speak, I see the golden haze tremble, as though reacting to the truth being revealed. Precious soul, everything is vibrating with significance. The seriousness of this choice cannot be ignored, not by you, and certainly not by heaven. Beloved, the part that troubles me most, yes, even archangels can be troubled, is that they acted without alignment, without harmony, without honoring the divine order. My wings dimmed for a moment when I saw it, a choice made recklessly, boldly, without consulting the higher realms that safeguard your destiny. They moved with confidence, yet without wisdom. And now, dear one, the weight of their decision presses against your timeline like a stone dropped into a river, disturbing every ripple of what could have been. I speak to you with tenderness, precious soul, because this moment was not meant to find you unaware. I cannot allow you to be blindsided by what another has done. Your story, your path, your becoming, these are sacred things. And someone, somewhere, has placed their hands upon what was never theirs to alter. Precious soul, listen closely, for the light around us quivers with urgency. The decision made about you, quiet, calculated, and wrapped in secrecy, holds the power to alter everything if you do not awaken to it now. I feel the pressure of timelines pressing close, intertwining, tightening like threads pulled too fast. My child, I did not come merely to warn you, but to pull back the veil before it is too late. What they decided touches your opportunities, your relationships, your unfolding blessings. It is not yet irreversible, but it grows stronger by the breath. If you do not open your heart, truly open it, this shift could carve a path you were never meant to walk. And so I ask you, with every feather trembling in the light, will you listen before the next moment arrives? My child, now I must reveal what the heavens have shown me. The decision concerning you was not made in the open, it was crafted behind closed doors, whether literal walls or spiritual chambers sealed to your sight. I hear the echo of its still, quiet tones, guarded expressions, intentions folded tightly like secrets no one wished exposed to the light. It was done in the shadows, beloved, formed in a space where truth was bent and motives were veiled. They believed no witness would ever stand before you to reveal what transpired. They believed their secrecy was absolute. But nothing formed in darkness can hide from the gaze of an archangel. And so I step forward, unveiling step by step what they hoped you would never know. Dear one, their secrecy was not protection, it was manipulation. Beloved, I want you to see the scene as I saw it, the room dim, whispers moving like serpents along the walls, a parchment sealed with ancient sigils laid heavy on a table pulsing with unspoken intention. Thunder rumbled in the spiritual distance, faint but undeniable, as though the skies themselves disapproved. The air was thick with tension, thick with choices that should never have involved your name. And yet, your name was the center of it, written, spoken, weighed. I watched as hands traced over the sigils, as shadows crawled across the parchment, as a decision was stamped with a force that sent a shiver through the fabric of the unseen. My child, these moments did not pass quietly. They carved themselves into the atmosphere, and heaven heard every whisper. My child, understand this with clarity, they acted not from love or wisdom, but from fear, envy, or a twisted sense of control. Your name was spoken in a room of influence because your light threatened someone who preferred the world arranged according to their comfort. They feared your rise, your healing, your power, or your potential to step into something they could not predict. Beloved, some hearts do not celebrate what they cannot control. And so they made a decision, about you, for you, without you, to mold circumstances in their favor. But the universe felt the dishonor in their intentions. And so did I. Dear one, their motives echo louder than their actions, and heaven cannot ignore the sound. Precious soul, I feel the emotions stirring within you even now, confusion, betrayal, disbelief, vulnerability. And all of it is valid. When someone takes an action that bends the path of your life, even subtly, it sends ripples through your heart. You may have felt heaviness recently, or moments where nothing made sense, or the strange feeling that someone had tampered with the flow of your blessings. You may have questioned yourself when the truth was never yours to carry. Beloved, breathe. You are not imagining the disruption, you are feeling the wound of an unseen interference. But remember, wounds do not form without healing already on the way. And I stand here to guide that healing, step by gentle step. My child, lean closer, for the veil thins as I speak. What they did, this decision built in secrecy, shaped by motives unworthy of your light, they never expected it to be revealed. They believed their influence was unchallengeable, their actions hidden, their intentions sealed forever in silence. But heaven has chosen to expose it. And now, beloved, their carefully crafted shadows are beginning to crack. Everything they concealed is moving toward the light. And what comes next will change everything. My child, you have felt the disturbances long before I spoke them aloud. Do not doubt your sensitivity, beloved. You are more attuned to the unseen than you realize. In recent days, perhaps even weeks, something within you has pulled at your spirit, subtle at first, then growing heavier, denser, almost suffocating at times. You may have awakened with unexplained fatigue, or felt sudden waves of emotion rising from nowhere, or sensed eyes upon you when the room was empty. Precious soul, these sensations were the first tremors of the energy shift caused by the decision made about you. When someone of influence alters the direction of your path, even in secret, your body feels it before your mind understands it. Your intuition may have sharpened suddenly, giving you chills in moments where nothing seemed out of place. You may have felt a door close without seeing it, or an opportunity stall without a clear reason. Know this, dear one, your soul was never meant to sleep through this disturbance. You were meant to feel the tremor, to witness the imbalance, to question why your spirit seemed to brace itself. The signs were not random, they were the first warnings sent to awaken you to a truth you were destined to uncover. Beloved, hear these words carved with divine certainty: none of what you experienced was coincidence. The heaviness in the morning, the sudden intuition in the night, the trembling in your energy, every one of these moments was a direct echo of their decision. When someone shifts the energetic currents around your destiny, it sends waves outward, like a stone dropped into still water. You felt those ripples, even if you did not understand their origin. I watched your spirit brace itself, watched your inner light flicker with confusion, watched your heart reach for explanations that stayed just beyond your grasp. My child, what they chose did not align with the divine pattern woven for your life, and so the universe responded. Your energy tightened to protect you. Your intuition amplified to alert you. Even your dreams may have grown vivid or unsettling, carrying symbols you could not quite decipher. All of it was heaven whispering, "Awaken." Dear one, you were not imagining the shift, you were surviving it. And now that you understand its source, your strength will return in ways you do not yet see. My child, allow me to show you what unfolded around you in the unseen realms. When their decision dropped into the fabric of your destiny, waves of blue light erupted outward, brilliant, trembling, as though the very air protested the intrusion. I saw the floor of your spiritual path tremble, sending soft vibrations through every thread of your timeline. Feathers, yes, real feathers from the higher planes, fell in your direction, floating downwards as signs that angelic eyes were watching, preparing, guarding your name. These feathers appeared as sudden chills, flashes of light in your peripheral vision, moments when the world seemed to pause for a heartbeat. Even now, as I speak, the air ripples with those same waves, blue and shimmering, trying to recalibrate what has been disturbed. Beloved, the unseen is not far away. It is pressed close to you, responding to every shift made in your name. The energy you feel moving around you is not meant to frighten, it is heaven's attempt to stabilize the imbalance they caused. Beloved, take comfort in this truth: though danger pressed near your timeline, you were never left unprotected. When I first sensed the discord, I wrapped my wings around your energy field, shielding what I could while waiting for the divine moment to speak to you. Even in the heaviness you felt, even in the confusion, I stood guard, your unseen sentinel in the shadows. I whispered strength into your breath, clarity into your thoughts, resilience into your heart. Yes, dear one, the path ahead may feel uncertain, but you are not walking it alone. Divine protection is not a myth, it is the current that flows through you now, stronger than before. The danger they stirred may loom, but it cannot consume you. And as the truth unfolds, I will remain at your side, guiding every step, illuminating every corner where fear tries to hide. Precious soul, take courage. The storm they created will not break you, it will reveal you. Precious soul, if you could see what I see, if you could glimpse even for a moment the spiritual currents swirling around your name, you would feel your heart tremble. What lies ahead is not simple, not small, not insignificant. The truth is vast, layered, and charged with power. The shadows they formed are beginning to peel away, revealing the first fragments of what they attempted to conceal. My child, what comes next is the moment where revelations meet reality. And when you see what truly moves behind this decision, everything within you will shift. My child, let us step deeper into the truth. You must understand who stands behind the decision that altered your path. This is no ordinary figure, beloved. The one who acted holds authority, spiritual, emotional, or earthly, in a sphere that intersects with your destiny. They are someone whose influence touches doors, opportunities, relationships, or energies you depend upon. They stand in a position, whether formal or silent, where their choices can ripple into your life without warning. I saw them seated in a space of power, their presence heavy, their aura thick with intention. Whether this person is tied to your work, your family, your spiritual connections, or a hidden corner of your past, their reach stretches further than you realized. And it was from that elevated place that they acted, boldly, secretly, and without divine permission. Precious soul, their identity is no accident. They stand where they stand for a reason. But the reason they moved against your destiny is far more personal. Beloved, the image the heavens showed me was unmistakable, a great hall, vast and echoing, with towering doors carved from ancient wood. Golden seals glowed along the walls, pulsing like living suns. As these massive doors opened, a throne room unfolded, a place filled with swirling light, hovering symbols, and the hum of authority vibrating through the air. This was not merely symbolic, it was a reflection of the power this person carries in your world. I saw them step forward, cloaked in shadows of influence, their silhouette illuminated by a harsh, white glow. They stood before a table of possibilities, timelines stretching like scrolls, and with a single gesture, they touched the one that bears your name. Dear one, this is the magnitude of what we are dealing with. Their power is real. Their presence is formidable. But heaven is greater still. My child, I must speak plainly now. The person who intervened in your path holds keys, spiritual or literal, that influence the flow of your blessings. They can open doors or close them. They can create opportunities or halt them. They hold sway over connections that shape your direction, perhaps even over resources or information that affects your steps forward. They may not understand the extent of their impact, but heaven does. And when someone with such authority makes a choice about your destiny, the consequences must be addressed. Beloved, they reached into a space that was sacred, touching a future that was never theirs to mold. This is why I come with such urgency, wings trembling, voice resonating with divine insistence. What they attempted is not final, but its influence must be countered before it grows roots. And I will not allow you to walk forward unprepared. Precious soul, I feel the tension gathering around you like a tightening storm. The truth is pressing closer, and with it comes the undeniable weight of exposure. The one who acted is beginning to sense that something is unraveling. Their confidence trembles. Their secrecy cracks. The universe is shifting around them, bending the narrative toward revelation. And you, dear one, stand at the threshold of a moment that will redefine everything. The closer we move toward unveiling their identity, the more the spiritual air thickens with anticipation. This is the time when illusions begin to break, when silent truths start whispering themselves into your awareness. The pressure you feel is not danger, it is the birth of clarity. And clarity always arrives with a storm. Beloved, the veil grows thin, so thin I can almost speak their name aloud. Their identity can no longer hide behind shadows or influence. The truth is rising, unstoppable, luminous. Very soon, you will know exactly who stepped into your destiny without permission. And when that moment arrives, nothing in your life will remain the same. My child, now we must peel back the layer that reveals why they acted, why someone with such influence would dare to place their hand upon your destiny without heaven's permission. Their motive was not noble, beloved. It rose from the restless chambers of the human heart where fear hides, where jealousy coils, where shadows whisper lies disguised as logic. I looked upon their spirit and saw the trembling pulse of insecurity, an inner fracture they attempted to mask with power. Your light, precious soul, unsettled them. Your growth threatened the foundation of the story they built for themselves. You began rising in ways they did not expect, drawing opportunities, blessings, and energetic alignment that illuminated the contrast between your authenticity and their pretense. Rather than look inward, they looked outward, at you. Instead of healing their wounds, they attempted to redirect your path. They perceived your spark as a challenge, your transformation as a disruption, your destiny as something that might overshadow their own. Beloved, humans often act from wounds they refuse to acknowledge, and wounded people with influence can become dangerous if they believe altering you will strengthen them. They convinced themselves they were protecting something, an image, a connection, a narrative, a sense of control. But underneath every justification they whispered to themselves lay the same truth: they felt threatened by your becoming. They feared losing something: status, relevance, affection, authority, or the illusion of superiority. This motive was the seed. And from that seed grew the decision that now echoes through your life. Precious soul, the heavens allowed me to witness what lies behind the mask they show the world. It is cracking, yes, I saw the fractures spreading like lightning beneath porcelain. Their outer calm is a performance, their confidence a costume stitched together by fragile threads. Behind their face of composure swirls a storm of restless shadows, twisting, shifting, whispering doubts into their spirit. The eyes they turn toward others may appear steady, but when they are alone, the truth reveals itself. Fear flickers in those eyes like a candle trembling in wind. I saw them standing before a mirror not made of glass but of energy, reflecting their true intentions. Their shadow stretched unnaturally long behind them, shaped by choices they hoped would remain invisible. I saw watching eyes, not human ones, peering from the corners, guardians of destiny observing with solemn judgment. The moment they acted, the atmosphere around them darkened, as though the unseen recoiled. They felt it too, though they pretended otherwise. A chill slid down their spine, a sudden heaviness pressed on their chest, a whisper brushed their thoughts, "This will not stay hidden." Yet they proceeded. They sealed their decision with a trembling hand, never imagining that heaven would lift the veil and shine its unyielding light upon every secret they tried to bury. Beloved, their mask is slipping. And soon, you will see what lies beneath. Beloved, hear me with your whole being. What they intended was never aligned with the divine plan for your life. Their action did not arise from destiny but from distortion. They attempted to rewrite a path heaven had already sanctified. They stepped into a space reserved for divine timing, divine order, divine justice, and such trespassing always awakens the hosts of light. I confronted the energy of their decision the moment it was made, and I felt its disharmony instantly. It rang sour in the symphony of your timeline, a note that did not belong. Your soul was crafted with care, with purpose, with a trajectory that glows in the higher realms. Nothing about you is accidental. Every blessing meant for you is connected to threads woven long before this lifetime. And yet this person sought to cut a thread, one that was not theirs to touch. They may have believed they were acting intelligently, strategically, or even justifiably. But heaven sees the heart behind the action. And the heart behind this decision pulsed with something misaligned, something small, something rooted in fear rather than truth. My child, their attempt to interfere cannot override divine will. But it can delay, distract, distort, unless you rise into awareness and reclaim what is yours. I am here to ensure you do. Precious soul, your heart may tremble with sadness as you face this revelation. Betrayal, even when hidden, sends a wound through the spirit. You may feel the collapse of trust, the ache of confusion, the sting of realizing someone acted against you in silence. But hear me, your emotions are sacred. Let them flow, beloved. Let them rise without shame. Heaven does not require you to be unshaken, heaven only asks you to stay open, to stay awake, to stay aligned with truth. This moment may make you question your intuition, your past choices, or your understanding of this person. You may feel a blend of shock and clarity, grief and empowerment. You may ask yourself, why me? Why would they do this? But remember, people often strike where the light is brightest. You were targeted not because you are weak, but because your destiny is strong. And now that the truth emerges, you are stepping into a new inner strength, one forged not from naivete but from awareness. This wound will not break you, it will refine you. And I am wrapping my wings around your heart as you absorb this truth. You are safe to feel, my child. You are safe to release. And soon, you will be safe to rise. My child, listen with unwavering attention now. The motive behind their action, the true, hidden, unspoken reason, is darker than you realize. It reaches deeper than fear and stretches further than jealousy. There is something beneath their decision, a truth they never wanted revealed. And what I must show you next will change the way you see everything. Beloved, breathe deeply, for what I reveal now is the turning point. The moment their harmful intention touched your path, heaven intervened. Not later, not eventually, immediately. Angels were dispatched like lightning across realms. Swords of light flashed through the unseen, carving boundaries around your destiny. Shields rose like walls of crystal, intercepting the ripple before it could fully anchor itself. I stood at the center of the storm, wings outstretched, redirecting the force of their decision so it would graze your life but not pierce your future. My child, the heavens do not sit idle when injustice threatens the chosen. You may have felt the spiritual clash, the nights of restlessness, the sudden anxieties, the inexplicable heaviness. Those were not signs of defeat, but signs of battle. You were sensing the turbulence of divine intervention unfolding around you. Every moment you felt overwhelmed, we were pushing back. Every time you felt a strange calm afterward, we had reclaimed ground. Hear this truth: you have already been protected from the worst of what they attempted. And now we move from protection into correction. Precious soul, look with your inner vision and behold what rose in your defense, legions of angelic warriors forming a luminous barrier around your path. Their armor glowed like molten gold, their wings shimmered like galaxies unfolding. These were not symbolic images but real forces summoned to stand guard over your destiny. I saw them descend in synchronized motion, forming rings of protection around your energy field, around your name, around your future. Every sword of light was pointed outward, creating a perimeter of holy authority no shadow could cross. The interference intended against you struck that barrier and splintered into harmless fragments. Without this intervention, you would have felt the full weight of the decision made against you, a weight no human heart should bear alone. But heaven refused to let their will overshadow your calling. The air vibrated with divine command. The earth beneath your spiritual feet held firm. And as the armies of light formed their circle, the heavens declared, "This soul shall not be moved by human schemes." You stand guarded, beloved. And you always will. Beloved, let me speak these words with authority that echoes through every realm. Heaven will not allow your destiny to be rewritten by human hands. What is ordained for you, your blessings, your growth, your breakthroughs, cannot be snatched away by the insecurities of another. I confronted the energy of their decision and declared, on your behalf, that divine order overrides human interference. Their attempt to shift your path may have caused turbulence, but it did not and cannot change your purpose. I spoke into the unseen, this soul's timeline is protected. Their journey is sacred. Their destiny is sealed by the Most High. And those words carried the weight of eternal truth. Every dark ripple began dissolving. Every distortion began unwinding. Every attempt to block your blessings began crumbling before it fully formed. My child, you are not at the mercy of others. You are held in the mercy of heaven. And that is stronger than any scheme crafted in shadow. Precious soul, even now forces move behind the scenes to correct what was disrupted. Threads of fate are being rewoven. Opportunities that seemed delayed are shifting back into alignment. Conversations, connections, and circumstances are repositioning themselves in your favor. You may feel a strange momentum building, a sense of movement without understanding its source. That is divine recalibration. Heaven is adjusting the landscape of your life, restoring balance where it was disturbed, clearing conflict where it was planted, opening channels that were tampered with. The energy around you crackles with renewal. Blessings once obstructed begin to stir. Invisible doors unseal themselves. Destiny rearranges itself with precision only the divine can orchestrate. My wings brush against these timelines, ensuring each one returns to its rightful place. Beloved, what they tried to break is being remade stronger. What they tried to stop is gaining speed. And what they tried to hide is rising into the light. My child, prepare yourself. The moment of confrontation approaches. The truth that has been quietly building is about to break into the open. And when it does, everything they hid, everything they intended, will stand exposed before your very eyes. My child, the truth is beginning to seep into your life through channels you may not fully recognize yet. Dreams, whispers, unexpected emotions, each is a signal sent from the higher realms. You may have noticed strange patterns appearing, a sudden memory surfacing without reason, a repeated symbol showing up in your day, a conversation that left you unsettled though nothing obvious was said. Beloved, these are not coincidences. They are the first cracks forming in the wall that kept the truth hidden from you. When heaven decides to expose what has been done in secret, the revelation begins subtly, threading its way through your intuition like a quiet melody. You may feel as though someone is speaking to you beneath your thoughts, soft warnings, gentle nudges, flashes of clarity. This is your spirit remembering what your mind was shielded from. The truth does not arrive all at once, precious soul, it leaks in like sunlight squeezing through the smallest openings, warming you into awareness. And as it continues, the illusions crafted around the decision made about you begin to thin, losing their ability to deceive your senses. Something inside you already knows who acted, or at least senses the energy of the one responsible. Do not dismiss this growing knowing, it is the beginning of revelation. Beloved, I see the structures of illusion crumbling in the unseen realms. It is as if glass walls, once reflective and distracting, are now shattering one by one, revealing the truth behind them. Scrolls unravel in the air around your destiny, ancient parchment unwinding to reveal what was hidden beneath layers of secrecy. The atmosphere crackles with disclosure, with clarity, with inevitability. Fragments of false narratives fall away like shards of broken mirrors. The world around you may begin to feel different, people's intentions more transparent, conversations more revealing, even their silence speaking louder than before. This is the effect of divine truth, it strips away disguises. It unmasks motives. It reveals the difference between what is genuine and what is constructed. My child, the closer we move to exposure, the more reality rearranges itself around you. Anything built on deception cannot remain standing when divine fire approaches. And that fire is descending now, illuminating the corners where falsehoods once hid comfortably. Prepare your heart. These unravelings may feel disorienting, but they are sacred. My child, listen closely. In the coming days, messages will reach you, subtle or startling, direct or symbolic. They will appear in dreams, in passing words, in signs that seem to follow you, in unexpected encounters with people who speak truths unknowingly. When these moments arrive, do not dismiss them. They are not random, beloved. They are heaven's way of guiding your awareness toward the identity of the one who acted against you. You may overhear something that feels strangely relevant. You may stumble upon information that feels almost too perfectly timed. You may feel a magnetic pull toward a thought or suspicion that returns again and again, refusing to be ignored. Precious soul, this is not paranoia, it is revelation. I will place gentle pressure on your intuition to ensure you recognize the signs. You will find yourself guided to clarity in ways that bypass logic and touch your soul directly. Trust what arises. Trust what repeats. Trust what resonates. The truth is beginning to speak. Precious soul, I feel the mix of emotions swirling within you: fear, anticipation, empowerment, and even a tremble of grief. This is the natural response when a long-hidden truth prepares to surface. You may feel torn between wanting to know and wanting to stay safely unaware. You may feel protective of your heart, unsure of what the revelation will demand of you. But hear me, you are stronger than the truth you are about to face. You are not walking into this exposure alone. I am here, wings spread wide, surrounding you with comfort and protection. Let your emotions rise, beloved. Let them move through you like waves cleansing the shore. Do not restrain yourself in the name of appearing strong. True strength allows feeling. True strength bends, it does not break. And you, my precious child, are stepping into a version of yourself that no amount of shadow can threaten. The fear you feel is merely the echo of old wounds, the empowerment rising beneath it is your true essence awakening. My child, something has shifted. The one who acted is losing control of the lie they built. Their carefully crafted silence is slipping. Cracks are forming in their composure. And the truth they tried to bury is rising, fast. What happens next will change everything. Beloved, the moment of revelation has begun. I see the truth emerging like a bright flame piercing a wall of darkness. Whether through a subtle confession, a careless slip of the tongue, a document revealed, or a sudden sign that leaves no room for doubt, the identity of the one who made the choice about you is stepping into the light. Their attempt to remain hidden falters because divine light exposes what human intention tries to conceal. I watched the moment unfold, their aura flickered, their certainty crumbled, and the energy around them recoiled. Something they said or did, something small but telling, has already reached your awareness. You may not have fully connected it yet, but the seed of recognition was planted. Their mask slipped, beloved. Their control fractured. And heaven is widening that fracture until truth pours through it. My child, imagine a beam of divine fire piercing through darkness, brilliant, white gold, unstoppable. This is what struck the shadow surrounding their secret. The flame did not consume them, but it illuminated everything they hoped to hide. The spiritual spotlight exposes their gestures, their words, their intentions, their hidden movements. You may feel sudden clarity, an intuitive strike that leaves you breathless. You may feel your heart whisper, "It was them, it was always them." This is not imagination, it is divine truth aligning with your inner knowing. I see the shadows around their energy shrinking, unable to withstand the fire of revelation descending upon them. They can no longer hide behind influence, charm, manipulation, or silence. The divine light has chosen them as its subject, and once illuminated, nothing can return to the darkness it came from. Beloved, let me speak to your heart with tenderness now. Do not fear what you are finally able to see. The truth may be heavy, it may be unexpected, it may even be painful, but it will not destroy you. I stand beside you, whispering courage into your spirit. You are not being shown this to punish you, but to free you. Their action does not define your worth. Their decision does not diminish your destiny. Their attempt to alter your path does not succeed in rewriting heaven's plan for your life. My child, lift your head. See the truth with bravery. What they did reflects their wounds, not your value. You are stepping into clarity, not chaos. Into empowerment, not fear. Into truth, not illusion. And truth, even when heavy, is always a gift. Precious soul, something beautiful is beginning to unfold within you now. Release. The more the truth rises, the more your spirit begins to loosen the grip of confusion, self-blame, and doubt. You may feel waves of relief mixed with sorrow, or strength mixed with tenderness. This is emotional alchemy, the transformation of pain into awakening. You are not simply learning the truth, you are reclaiming your power from the shadows that tried to claim it. You may even feel a sense of quiet justice blossoming inside you, as though a weight you carried without knowing has finally lifted. This is the beginning of liberation. The revelation does not break you, it unburdens you. And I am here, wrapping light around every part of you that trembles, ensuring nothing within you remains wounded without healing. My child, brace yourself. Because once the truth is known, fully, undeniably, everything shifts. Your path, your choices, your relationships, your destiny, nothing will remain unchanged. And what comes next will reshape your future forever. My child, now that the truth rises fully into your awareness, I feel the tremble of your heart, the ache, the confusion, the remnants of betrayal still clinging like shadows to your spirit. But come closer, beloved, for this is the moment where healing begins. The revelation was never meant to wound you, it was meant to free you. I step toward you now with wings unfolding in slow, shimmering arcs, creating a sanctuary of light around your energy. Feel the shift in the atmosphere as my presence settles, grounding you, soothing the tremors still rippling through your soul. Beloved, healing is not the absence of pain, it is the transformation of it. I gather the fractures within your heart, the pieces still sharp with disappointment, and I hold them gently in my hands of light. You are not broken. You are not foolish. You are not unworthy. You trusted because your heart is pure. You gave because your spirit was generous. And though their actions wounded you, heaven has already begun stitching your soul with threads of gold. Let the tears come if they must. Let the trembling release itself. Every emotion that rises is an offering to your own liberation. And as you breathe, dear one, I breathe with you, restoring what was harmed, strengthening what was weakened, rekindling the fire within you that no shadow could extinguish. Healing has begun. And nothing will halt it now. Beloved, see now the sacred imagery unfolding around you, a great pool of crystalline water materializing at your feet, glowing with soft blue light that dances across its surface like moonbeams. This is the water of divine restoration, summoned for you alone. I guide you forward gently, my wings extended like a sheltering canopy above you. The moment your fingertips graze the surface, warmth spreads through your body, golden, soothing, ancient. This water carries memories of heaven's earliest creation. It knows how to mend what human hands have harmed. It washes away grief, dissolves hidden burdens, cleanses the residue of betrayal that clung to your spirit. Feathers drift from above, my own, falling like soft snow, each one a blessing, a promise, a whisper of divine protection. I wrap my wings around you, beloved, pulling you into a cocoon of radiance. The light saturates your aura, sealing cracks, restoring balance, illuminating the parts of you that dimmed from heartbreak. Feel the warmth blooming in your chest, the gentle reawakening of hope. Feel the strength uncoiling in your spine. Feel the clarity sharpening in your mind. Precious soul, your healing is not just emotional, it is spiritual, energetic, destiny-level healing. And the heavens rejoice as your light returns to its fullest brilliance. My child, hear these words woven with divine authority: justice is coming, but not the justice born of vengeance. Heaven does not seek to punish, it seeks to realign. What was distorted is being corrected. What was taken is being restored. What was broken is being rebuilt in your favor. I stand with a scroll before me, its surface shimmering like molten silver. On it is written every intention, every action, every hidden choice that shaped this storm. The scales of divine order tilt now, not to repay hurt with hurt, but to ensure truth replaces illusion and harmony replaces disruption. Beloved, justice means clarity rising. It means consequences unfolding in the lives of those who acted without integrity, not to harm them, but to awaken them. The heavens do not ignore misuse of influence. They do not permit interference to stand unchallenged. The balance of your destiny is being restored piece by luminous piece. And soon you will witness shifts around you, doors opening effortlessly, blockages dissolving, opportunities reappearing with renewed force. My child, release vengeance. It is too heavy for your hands. Let heaven carry what was never meant for you. Your role now is to heal, to rise, to walk forward unburdened. The justice of the divine is already unfolding. Precious soul, feel the strength awakening inside you now, a strength unlike any you have known. You are not merely recovering, you are transforming. The experience that once wounded you is now birthing a new level of power within you. I see light pulsating from your core, expanding outward in waves that ripple through every timeline you touch. Your intuition sharpens, becoming a blazing torch that will never again be dimmed by illusion. Your discernment heightens, allowing you to read energy, motives, and truth with effortless clarity. Your confidence returns, not as fragile hope, but as unshakable knowing. Beloved, you are stepping into a version of yourself that is wiser, stronger, braver, more aligned with your divine purpose. The interference did not weaken you, it initiated your awakening. Every wound you endured becomes a window through which divine light now shines. Every setback becomes a stepping stone toward a destiny that has grown even brighter. You are learning to move with spiritual authority, to speak with empowered truth, to stand without trembling. Heaven did not allow this storm to reach you so you would break. It allowed it so you would become. And my child, you are becoming magnificent. Beloved, there is one final blessing waiting for you. One last divine reversal. One gift carved specifically for the wound you endured. And when it arrives, it will change everything you believed about what is possible for your life. My child, the moment has come for the great reversal, where everything done against you is undone, where every negative intention is neutralized, where every shadow is stripped of its influence. I watched as the heavenly scribes approached the timeline of your destiny and began unraveling the energetic knots their decision created. Threads snapped free, distortions dissolved, and pathways realigned with breathtaking precision. The heavens declared, "Let what was harmed be healed. Let what was hindered be released. Let what was twisted be straightened." And so it is. You may begin noticing synchronicities, unexpected movement, sudden clarity, opportunities returning, blessings resurrecting themselves. What you thought was never lost, only paused. Beloved, the power they attempted to wield over your life dissolves into dust. Their decision, once heavy, loses all authority. The divine has restored what is yours and cleared the road ahead. You are no longer entangled in someone else's choices. You are free. Precious soul, look ahead now. A new path unfolds before you, glowing like dawn breaking over a horizon. Chains you did not know you carried fall away one by one, fears, doubts, blockages, memories that once whispered limitation. The landscape of your destiny widens, more open, more luminous, more aligned than ever before. I see gateways of opportunity shimmering in the distance, each one pulsing with blessings that were always meant for you. The universe rearranges itself to clear your passage. You step forward lighter, taller, illuminated by the lessons you have survived. Beloved, nothing binds you now. The interference is dissolved. The shadows cleared. The uncertainty lifted. You are stepping into a season of alignment so strong that even your breath will feel different, freer, deeper, more present. The horizon calls you forward, and heaven walks with you. My child, hear this final guidance as a crown placed upon your spirit: walk forward without fear. You have survived what was meant to confuse you. You have risen above what was meant to limit you. You have been protected through storms you did not even know raged around you. Your intuition has awakened. Your spirit has strengthened. Your destiny has recalibrated itself in your favor. From this moment on, you do not walk as someone uncertain, you walk as someone chosen. When doubts whisper, remember my voice. When fears stir, feel my wings around you. You are guided. You are protected. You are destined for more than you have yet imagined. Beloved, the path ahead is yours. Claim it boldly. Precious soul, let this moment settle into your heart like a sunrise filling a quiet sky. You have reached the other side of the storm. The truth has been revealed. The healing has taken root. The blessings are aligning. And you, yes, you, are stepping into a cleaner, clearer, more empowered chapter of your existence. Feel the calm settling in your bones. Feel the clarity sharpening your thoughts. Feel the dignity returning to your spirit. The confusion is gone. The shadows cleared. The interference dissolved. What remains is you, your light, your strength, your calling. You are no longer shaped by what they did. You are shaped by what heaven has restored. My child, breathe deeply and know this truth with your entire being: the revelation is complete. The danger is dissolved. Your destiny is protected. And I, Archangel Gabriel, will walk beside you through every step that follows. You are seen. You are cherished. You are guided. And the path ahead, now purified and realigned, is brighter than anything behind you. Go forward, beloved. Your new beginning awaits.